Hi, this is Darcy. Welcome to Nevermind, I'll Ask Myself. You guys, we get to do the coolest thing today. I have been building all of this up in the excitement that this episode is going to happen. So I'm so excited you're here. I'm so looking forward to getting into our internal place together and for you to experience what this has for you. Because every time I do this and I go here, I learned something new, and it's such a confidence builder. It's such a trust builder of everything that we're building here in Nevermind, I'll Ask Myself. We get to do the practice today where you're going to meet something very, very important to you when you go inward. And I love this practice. I love this practice because it takes something that has traditionally been seen as outside of us and something that we feel like we need to learn more about or study more, or something that can feel out of reach. And it says, I'm going to go inward, I'm going to invite it in, and I'm going to be open to what arises and what arrives. And I'm just going to work with that. And it takes the power from being outside of you to being directly where it belongs, which is inside of you. And we don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, it's exciting. It's a little nerve-wracking. We can feel a little bit like stage fright in it. That's perfectly normal and perfectly okay. Remember, that's you feeling your aliveness. That's you feeling the reality that we live in present moment in time, and we don't know what the next corner will bring around the next corner, right? We're not sure, but we're here for it, right? We're here for it. And so I'm so excited to bring us into this practice, and let me start it off. So I began this whole podcast adventure from the experience that the intuition immersion that I led a few months ago had incredible success. And people that went inward and got to know themselves deeper there experienced profound shifts after a really short amount of time. And I thought, this is it. I gotta share this more widely. I gotta offer this out. Let's build this baby and work this. And so the name came to me of the podcast. The picture came to me with my sweet pup when we were on the beaches in Florida. And we're doing this. I hired my online business manager, and she's been helping me build all this. It's we're doing this because this relationship is so profound and it's so available, but we just need a little bit of modeling to get there. And that's what this is. Okay. So you may have listened to some episodes before this, or you may be jumping in right from here. Either way, welcome. Hi, it's great to be with you. If you were willing to go back to any of the previous episodes, I do recommend taking a listen to the Cozy Spot episode, because that's going to help you with the part of this that we'll do first. If you're like, no thanks, I'm cool where I'm at, great. Welcome exactly as you are. And if you have listened to Cozy Spot, great. You'll know what's happening as I get to there with that context, but it's not necessary, it's not required. I mean, come on, none of this is required. This is all a choice, right? That's part of what makes it so powerful, is we are choosing to spend our precious time here because there is something in us that knows there's something valuable here for us. And the thing that's valuable for you here is you. You. Deeper relationship with yourself is here. And that is one of the most precious gifts of life. So, here we go. Just go ahead and start taking a few nice deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. With every breath, feel yourself going deeper inward to the world behind your eyes. A world as vast as the world outside. Maybe you'll place a hand on your heart. Maybe there'll be a hand on your belly. Welcome. Welcome into this experience of breathing and coming into connecting with yourself here together. And as we go through this exercise, know that your imagination is your friend. And on the tendrils of your imagination, images, feelings, experiences will come to you. And your job is to be like, cool, hi, hey, hi. Even if you don't quite understand them, your logical mind, your analytical mind may try to immediately understand everything. And some of that can be helpful, but your analytical mind is not going to be the driver in this process. This process is actually helping to work the muscle of you being in tune with your intuitive self and you gaining some practice, just like going to the gym. Gaining some practice in working your intuition. And so the more you can support and affirm what you feel and see, the stronger the connection will be. So I want to just give a couple words to that. If something comes in and it feels like, sometimes when our minds kind of they act mischievous and they throw something in just to be haha, kind of hey, I'm going to kind of sabotage this for a second. And they'll throw in something a mean thought will come in or something that's not on the subject of what you're working on. Just know that's your mind having a little bit of a, hey, but what about me moment, right? Like how kids sometimes, if the attention isn't on them and they crave it, they'll bring the attention back to themselves, even if they have to act out or do something inappropriate. It's any attention is what they're going for. It's similar to that. Our minds act really similar to that. So your analytical mind might be sort of noisy as you do these processes. And again, think of it just like training a kid, training someone who's unpracticed at something. And so what I want you to work on with that is when that comes in, you'll just be like, oh, hi, mind. Hey. And just picture yourself seeing that your analytical mind acting up for a second. And you could treat it just so a kind and loving preschool teacher or kindergarten teacher might look to their young student and be like, hey, I see you. I see you really like some attention right now. I love you. I care for you. You're awesome. And now is the time to sit in your chair and chill while this other person talks or whatever it is, right? And so in that way, you're teaching yourself that you deserve kindness, even when you might act out, even when you really want to have this experience of getting to meet your intuition. And at the same time, you're a little bit unruly and squirrely inside. No problem. You can be unruly and squirrely and still have an absolutely transcendent experience. We don't have to show up all buttoned up in order to get a ton out of what we're doing. Actually, the whole point is that we're learning to hold and accept and be with all of us so that all of us can bring our gifts to the table. And at different times, we'll call on the different aspects of ourselves to come in when different things are needed. When my logical brain is needed to help my kid with their homework or whatever, I'm going to call on that. And I'm going to be like, hey, geometry brain, can you help me work this problem or whatever, right? But then when other times when it's all about, I'm in a creation bubble with a client and I'm helping them to hold their current moment and see what is being asked for next, my analytical brain is not the driver. And blessedly, I've trained my system so that each part that is the leader of the moment has the confidence and has my own backing enough to come forward and do their thing and be amazing, and then be like, sweet, good job. And then we move on, and a different aspect might be needed the very next minute. Right? So like, all that is to say, all of you is welcome here. And as you're in this state, and maybe your hands on your heart, your hands on your belly, your eyes might be closed and you're breathing, and I'm going off on this separate tangent, you're holding that whether you were listening to every word or off on your own kind of like mental adventure, it's all good. It's truly and literally all good. And that you're taking this in at multiple levels at one time. And maybe you heard every word, or maybe it was more like a bubble of feeling and you got that download one way or another. And so, again, in other words, the judgmental mind doesn't have the same place here that it does in other areas of life. The critical, judgmental mind is actually asked to chill out. And this is about all of you coming to the table. This is about being incredibly inclusive about every different aspect of you and being in relationship with all those parts. And that fills us out as the whole, multi-dimensional, multi-talented, incredibly gifted beings that we are. And with that preface, let's go ahead and explore inward. Continuing with your breathing. Allowing yourself to settle inside of you. And allowing yourself to find a place within you. Maybe it's within your own body, in your chest, in your heart space, in your belly, wherever it might be, to find a place that you feel like settling in. And let yourself get really cozy there. Bring a picture to mind of a place that you feel really good in. This place is yours. It may be a place in nature and a place you recognize, or it may be a place that your mind brings forward that you're not sure if or where it exists, but it calls to you. You might be in the woods underneath a gorgeous pine. You might be on the shores of the water, a lake, or even the ocean. You might be in a beautiful meadow, feeling the breeze move across your cheeks. Or maybe you're inside a room that's special and all yours. It has your most favorite things around it, whether you own them in this life or not. Build out this place so that you feel yourself being welcomed, held, even inspired, light, joyful, fully yourself. Let yourself rest here and take some deep breaths. Welcome to your cozy spot. Notice how your skin feels. Notice how your muscles feel. Notice how your face feels. Notice if it feels relaxed or if you have the sides of your mouth upturned into a smile and you didn't even realize. Just notice anything you feel. And now we are going to invite a very special one into our space. I want you to invite in to your cozy spot. Welcome in your intuition. Notice upon that invitation what forms for you. Do you immediately see something, feel something, experience something? Does it have a form? Does it have movement, color? If it has a form, is it human? Is it animal? Is it otherworldly? Is it wearing clothing? Notice any of the details that come, knowing that whatever comes is perfect. And it's perfect because it's yours. And just allow yourself to take this in. One of my teachers would say there's 1,000 ways to feel nothing. In other words, if you're getting quote unquote nothing right now, hold that, feel that, experience that, accept that. This moment has something else for you other than an image or a specific feeling connected to your intuition. It has something else, and we trust that. We trust whatever comes is important information and data for this moment for you. And so feel into the thousands of ways there are to feel nothing. And breathe. Allow your breathing to move with that. And see if more is revealed beneath or around the nothing. Or if there is a something, feel that something, be with that something. And just breathe, holding it, being with it in this space that is yours. Now, you get to say hello. Say hello to this one that has come to be your intuition. Greet each other. Notice what that greeting feels like. Notice how they like to greet you. Notice how you feel called to greet them. And then just be with them. Notice if you or they have something right away they want to share. Maybe to speak. Maybe an image to share. Maybe a next step in the communication or relationship. Just notice it. Allow it to unfold. With the reality that your intuition is guiding you one bit at a time. Breathing. And now I want you to invite, maybe your intuition has already been speaking to you, but now I want you to specifically invite it. Allow it to share a loving message that it has for you. Invite in that loving message. And again, it might come as something you hear. It might come as something you see. It might be an object that's offered or a visual that comes. Allow your intuition to speak or communicate with you and share something loving. And now go ahead and share something back with your intuition. Maybe something you really wanted to know, or maybe a question that you have for it. Maybe it's like, how can I know you're with me? Or maybe it's, hey, this one thing is happening for me right now. What guidance, what advisement would you offer? Notice if there's anything you want to communicate or ask your intuition, or maybe you just want to say, thank you. Thank you for showing yourself to me. Thank you for allowing me to see you, feel you, experience you. Hi, this is like the start of something very beautiful. Maybe you've seen this many times before, and so it's not so much a start, but a continuation. Whatever it is, blessing it, being here with it. And then you can, if you haven't yet, you can ask your intuition, how can I know when you're close to me? What sign will you give me? Will I feel you? Will an image come to my mind? How do you like to be communicated with? And then you can ask, what have you wanted me to know for a really long time? What would be really important for me to know from you? And then anything else that you want to share with your intuition, or that your intuition wants to share with you, go ahead and exchange that now. And then give a final thank you for this experience and for experiencing each other. Know you can return to this place and this connection anytime. But we'll close it for now here. And so allowing your intuition to be released. And now feeling your cozy spot, thanking your cozy spot for appearing, whether it's in a visual form or in feeling form, releasing the cozy spot for now. Bringing your attention back to your breath. Feel yourself returning. Giving a final rub to your heart or your belly or any part of your body that you want to just affirm and give a little love to. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes, return here to this spot. Welcome back. You did it. 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 Giving yourself lots of support for being willing to go on this journey, do this thing, take this little bit of leap of faith to have this experience. And then as we work to close, just allowing yourself some space. So as this ends, go ahead and give yourself a little bit of reflection time. If that just means sitting for a few minutes and breathing and giving yourself some love and care. Or maybe it means taking a little walk, being out in nature for a little bit. Or maybe you feel called to journal. Journal about your experience, about who you got to meet and what that felt like. Journal about why this is meaningful to you right now and what it means for your life to have this deeper connection with your inner wisdom that's always within you. enjoy what continues to unfold as you continue this relationship. And know that from here, you get to return, and you can return with additional questions, or you could just return to be together. Really good relationships are ones where we can just be with each other. And so know that at any time, you can place a hand on a part of your body where it feels like your intuition might be there, and you just say hi. You can just say hi and know that you're not walking alone. You have support and love and care. Just one thought, one breath away. Okay? Thank you so much for going on this adventure with me. Thank you so much for being here with me for this conversation in Nevermind, I'll Ask Myself. If you'd like to connect more, you can go to my website, darcysky.com, and you can become part of my newsletter community where I'll keep you posted on upcoming programs and events. And also, if you'd like to reach me directly, you can do so at darcysky.com. I offer private programs and things like foundation months. If you would like to hold something that you're creating and you want to hold it like the living being that it is and get to know it, I can help create that container with you. All my best. Thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time, take care.